So Will, you're probably the only one that's gonna be watching this video, but hello people, and we're gonna be teaching you how to make a text game in Python. So firstly, you could go to python.org, install it, or you could sign up for another website that uses it. I'm using Replit because I don't want to create a new file. So go to Python and name the script whatever you want. I'm just going to name it tutorial. So then we do this. So a couple things you might want to import is OS and time. Firstly, we're going to be making the menu. So this game is this is going to be your text. You put in this text, and then you can also put in some things. You could put words like start. You could also put words like quit, and then as you see right here, it says your text, start, quit. To get fancy, you could do a time.sleep. So this makes it wait for 1.5 seconds. Time.sleep, and then it does that. And you could also just put print with that and then that to make a space in between it. So now we want to learn how to make the options and how to do functions. By the way, these texts can be anything you want. But remember, these names you're going to have to type here. So I'm just going to, just so that this is easier to understand, this is going to be option 1. And this is going to be option 2. And these could also be spaced if you want, but just for me, I'm not spacing them. So now we need to make an input function, an input like variable. Because what this does is it like, say in chat, I typed option 1, it would do option 1. If I type this, it'd do option 2. But only if we program this. So what we're going to do, as you see, OS is not used, but say this is like a little pitch. So say maybe that these different options bring you to like different paragraphs. But firstly, let's not get ahead of our stuff. Let's type in I'm just going to name this variable name, as this can be anything at once. Then we put input, then text you want to put in there. And then now we're going to type if variable name equals So remember, you have to put these inside of parentheses so that it knows that this is what the person typed. So if it equals this, we're going to call a function called option1. And this will be useful later. And it's not defined yet. But if we do here, we could do if variable name equals option 2, option 2 will be called. Now a very important thing is that if you put the variables down here, they're not already defined. Because the script runs, oh yeah, this, do this, do this, do this. Wait, what? That doesn't exist. But it exists down here. But the game would already error by then. So you have to put the variable above the function. Well, not the variable. You have to put the function above those if statements. So let's say def option 1. And remember, that the option 1 is just my name of the variable. But you have to call it down there. So I'm going to print. So say this was like a cat article about tortoise cats. Maybe one of them could be talking about my own cat. My cat is named Lilith. She is a tortoise shell and is 2 years old. She is sassy but cute. So right now I'm just gonna tag this and then just put pass. Pass makes it so that you can have an empty if statement or an empty like function, so that when you're testing something but you need to quickly stop something, bam, it doesn't give you an error. So it's your text option 1. So if I type, just to make this neater, I'll do this. So it has a space there. And then, if I type option 1, it has to be, it's capital sensitive. It says, my cat is Lilith. She is a tortoise shell and it is 2 years old. She is sassy but cute. Say you didn't want these things that like says your text option 1, option 2, text you what? This is where OS comes in. So you do os.system. Inside of here, you type clear. If I'm right, this should clear the console. And then, yep. And also, you can use time.sleep to give these people a few seconds to read it before it closes. So that will turn out to be, like, I'm just going to put a space, because it's just annoying me so much. But, okay, so option 1, it clears all that text, and then it gives you a minute to read it before the script stops. Which this is really nice. And you don't have to do just print. But printing's really the only thing we could do right now as we're doing a text game. So I'm going to put option 2 here. And we'll also clear it. And it's going to be about tortoise shells. So, print. What's going to be about tortitude? Tortitude is a unknown unknown. Tortitude is when a tortoise cat is born with lots of attitude. Apparently, the reason why they do has something to do with their fur coat? And I feel like this and then this should be like 6 seconds. And if you don't know, if you want to have something useful, we can actually move this and put it right here. And then we can make a function called menu. Oh, geez. So we can make a function called menu. So then we just have to indent all these things by pressing tab. So then now it could go back to the menu so that you could choose, so that you could read another paragraph. So say, oh wait, variable name. Oh, I also forgot something. These variables have to be inside of the function because it cannot detect variables that are in a function, apparently. Oh yeah, it's because when it's in a function, you can only use that variable if you're coding in the function. So let's just make sure that's here. So now, wait. Oh! You also have to run menu as the first thing of your script. Because menu is the start, and if you can't start your script, it's just an automatically end. So your text, option 1, option 2. Say we typed option 1. We read about my cat Lilith, and then is kind of interested in other stuff. But then also, before doing that, we need to also clear the system. Yeah, let's clear the system before we call it, just so that it looks nicer. So then option 1, my cat is named Lila. She's a tortoiseshell and she was 2 years old. It is this sassy. I'll raise this up to 4 seconds. Hold on. This is just me fixing the time because it's annoying me. My cat is named Lil. She's Georgetown and 2 years old, and she's sassy but cute. So then it goes back here. But so then you could type option 2. Tortitude is when a tortoise cat has burning loss of attitude. Apparently, the reason why is to have something to do with their coat. Then it brings you back here. You can also add something where it's a quit. It's actually a quit button, and this could be useful. And by the way, this code can run in commands prompt if you run it. But now because we have that there, we have to make a new function where that we detect if the player writes quit. If they write quit, I'm pretty sure quit is just a built-in function. Look, so wait. So you see right here, when I type in quit, that is regular. But also, because I don't like all that still being there when we quit, this is optional. You don't have to put the clear for everything. This is just so that it looks nice. It isn't super messy. So when I write quit, it quits. So basically, I'll explain this code. So this imports OS so we can clear the console. I forgot to put that there. And then this imports time so we can wait until doing something. This creates a function called menu. It does not have, so if you don't know, this code right here is what you copy. The name and then these. And then that's how to call the function. And then this is basically just text. This waits. This puts a space in between text. And then text. What? Wait, no. This puts a space. Text. And this is just for you guys to remember that what these does. So this checks if user wrote option 1 and this checks if user wrote option 2, and then this checks if user wrote quit. Calls the function option 1. And this is just to remind you guys of what this does. And so this clears the console. This quits the program. And basically, this is just what I'll be doing. This creates a function. But if you're getting really bored of paying attention to this, you could just look at the description and take the code. But I just recommend watching all of it. But if you remember everything, then you can leave. Text. Waits 4.5 seconds. Clears the console. Calls the function menu. This creates a function called optional 2. Clears console. This is the text. Waits for 6 seconds. Clears the console. Calls the function menu. This calls So let's just look over it one time. This one, you can change these texts, but when you change them, you also have to change the ones in here. So option 1, okay, I wanted to read about my cat Lilith. I did. Then it puts me back here. And then maybe I want to read about Tortitude. Tortitude is and then it goes back here. Then I could quit the game if I want to, and then it would end it. So I hope this tutorial helped you, Will. So bye.